Ashton TV, joined by manager Steve Cunningham after the abandonment at Mickleover. Cunny, 3-0 up, 58 minutes played. I dread to ask this, but your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I've only just calmed down, and that's why I think we've left the interview till a little bit later. I'm just disappointed, really disappointed. I think I'm disappointed for the fans, I'm disappointed for the players, my management staff. We've gone all the way there. It was foggy all morning, it was foggy when we landed, it was foggy when we went 2-0 up, it was foggy at half time, it was foggy when we went 3-0 up, and then they decided to call it off. And it's just really, really frustrating that it shouldn't have even started again, or it certainly shouldn't have started the second half. And then to go 3-0 up and you've got all their players whinging and crying and complaining to the referee and the liner, and you're thinking, well, hang on a minute, we've just been playing, but if it was 3-0 and they were winning 3-0 to them, I don't think they'd have been doing that. So in terms of the sportsmanship side of it, it was a bit disappointing and really bad taste, because I get that they're down there, but I make no secret about it. I was disappointed at the full-time whistle when the referee blew, and I was making it very clear that's why they'll get relegated, because it's weak mentality, it's a real sort of, I don't know, it's a real cowardness of what went on. And you know, I'm just really I'm still angry, to be fair.
What were the referee's words to you? Obviously, we saw the referee, Miss Lowe, taking away to both yourself and Mickleover's gaffer for a good chat for a good 10-15 minutes. 10-15 minutes that could have saw the game over the threshold. What were her words to you?
Well, at first we were saying it's clearing, and she even said herself, yeah, you can see that it's getting better. But all of a sudden, she then just blew a whistle and said it was off after we've been waiting around for 10-15 minutes. But they could have played, we was on the 60-odd minute, you get to 75 at 80 minute mark, but it's funny how we scored a really legitimate goal. They even said that, and by the way, I think that might be one of our best goals at season in terms of team football. That the football was outstanding.
Albert down to Hardy and
yeah,
a
little
beautiful
1-2
finish from
Darius. And I feel sorry for them, but then all of a sudden that's created the issue, because they're all complaining, and I just feel, listen, I have no qualms if it's unplayable, the game's off. It's off, but don't start the game, and certainly don't get to half time in it, because it was no different at half time or before the game. So it's disappointing, but like I said, I've got to apologise as well, because I get grief by other fans, and I was very vocal with what I was saying about why they will get relegated with that group of players, if that's the mentality. I spoke to Stuart Bevan, who was captain when he came on, Andy Dales, you know, they're senior pros who have played the game a long time, and you start going, if that's your dressing room of players and that's the mentality, don't say, oh, if you was in our boat you do the same. You're not. At the end of the day, you're getting beat 3-0 after 60 minutes and your players are celebrating. I think it's really poor, and some of their staff as well, they know it. So, but it's just disappointing, you know. I had a good chat with their manager at the start of the game, you know, and he said to me at the end, look, it's not, you know, I never called for it, and he didn't, and I'm all right with that, but just, you've got their fans on the side of the line also saying just get it played. Everybody else wanted to get it played, and if you're going to get to the 60-minute mark, then you carry on, don't you?
But you do when you've got 15 minutes left to get to a game and get to a result that stands.
Well, 3-0, you look at the results in and around the league today. We've now got, the disappointing thing is, we've now had to pay for a coach, we've had to pay the players' wages for this week. We've took them all away from the families for nothing, and we've now got to go back on a Tuesday to Mickleover, 2.5 hours drive for us, so, and at the cost of the club for another coach. It's disappointing, and it'll come across like I'm being sour grapes, whatever. I don't really care, because if you're in our boat, you're going to be quite angry. They're celebrating tonight. They've got beat 3-0 after 60 minutes, but they're celebrating. We're disappointed and angry that we were winning 3-0. It's been took away from us. So it is what it is, and yeah, we'll have to make sure that we don't get too frustrated. But the way that we played, I thought we were outstanding. I mean, I was speaking to our manager in the tunnel at the end of the game. And he just said he thought they played the better football in the first half, which I was a bit surprised about, but I didn't really say too much back. He's a nice guy, but he said we sat him well. We had a really good shape about us, and I think they had one shot that cleared 2 pitches in the first half and never looked like scoring. And then we should have been 2-0 up before their first chance. You know, Darius Desai's at the outside of the post with the wheel, he's got to score. And Trev, who's gone in, he's got to score. He's 1v1 versus the goalkeeper, so it could have been 4-5-0. But, you know, it is, I'm probably still speaking with a bit of anger and frustration, and I don't mean that, because I did speak to a lot of the Mickleover fans in the bar, and they called me over and said, listen, you were brilliant today. You were really, really good side. So I have to apologise the way that I was sort of giving it a little bit to some of their players, because the fans were hearing it and they were saying, oh, you know, all sorts back. But that's just passion. I'm a passionate guy. I feel like we've all given up our time and we've put ourselves in a really strong position with the results that have gone on today. But we'll have to move on, and we'll have to concentrate now, ready for the next game against FC United here.
See there, Gaffer. New Year's Day, FC United have the visitors here to Earthgrass. Bound to be among the crowd as always. We've got to use that momentum of the way we've played in that 60 minutes today in difficult conditions. We all know that. But 3 goals, got to keep going.
Yeah, the momentum, that's the positive. I think the positive from today is the performance was there. We made changes today as well, because we put Lowy in. What a fantastic goal he scored. We put Trev in. You know, doesn't count. We put Trev in because I know Trev's family was travelled up from London today. You know, they're the little things that they added to my anger. You know, Trev's parents have travelled all the way up to watch him for the first time in a long time, with him being based at Bolton and on loan with us. They've travelled up, give up a day's worth of family time at Christmas to then see his son play, which is great, real positive, and then I thought he did okay. And then we also we made the change at half time with Alburn, which is a real positive sign, 5 minutes in, because we've got to start building his numbers up. So it was good. I think the real positive is the performance at 3-0. We were really comfortable, we could have scored more, we never looked like really conceding. It's going to be a tough game against FC United. You know, Mark Beasley, into a tough situation where the sort of confidence maybe is low with the league position. And he's starting to get some good results now as well, because I think they've maybe lost 1 or 2 in the last 8-9 games, something
they've
like
won
that.
Today.
Yeah, but they've won the last 2 now, and they've won today comfortably against a team that beat us. So yeah, we can't be looking at the league tables and thinking, oh, you know, because we've done that before, and we've come up with a red backside. So yeah, big game on New Year's Day, but looking forward to it.